All rise. Department 1 of the Superior Court is now in session. Judge Borbon. Please be seated. Juvenile court hearings are closed hearings. The only person allowed are the ones directly involved in this case. If there's anyone who is not directly involved in this case, you will have to leave at this time. If you're not a youth court member, a defendant, or his guardian, you will have to leave at this time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of the state of Ilocos County, Mr. Joshua Supnet, the human. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the four spheres of court, Your Honor.
Ready for the human defense, Your Honor.
We will take an oath of confidentiality. Everyone, please raise their right hand. Do each of you swear that you will fairly try the case before this court and that you will return a true verdict according to the evidence and the instructions of the court, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may be seated. Bailiff, please call the first case. Youth Court, docket number 1, entitled The Case of the Destruction of the Earth, now comes for hearing. Would the defendant please rise? Are you the defendant in this case, and what is your name and age?
I am Mr. Joshua Supnet. I am 21 years old.
Human, you are charged on or about the first day of April 2018. In Vancouver, BC, you did unlawfully cause a disturbance in the upper world, and have therefore been charged with destruction of the beauty of the four realms. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Your Honor, the accused pleads not guilty. Will the prosecuting attorney please state his name for the record?
I, Charwin, the presiding attorney of the prosecutor against the defendant in the case of the Universal Decree 311 of the Revised Human and Earth Law.
Will the defense attorney please state her name for the record?
I, Lady Brittany Jurado, the presiding defense attorney of the defendant against the respondent in the case of Universal Decree of 311 of the Revised Human and Earth Law.
The prosecution may make its opening statement.
Your Honor, we intend to prove that Mr. Supnet, humans have become dependent on luxuries such as cars, houses, and even our cell phones. But what have become is our love for manufactured metallic and plastic goods due to the environment. Human activity can be directly attributed to the cause of hundreds of extinctions in the last 2 centuries, versus the millions of years that extinctions naturally occur. As we progress through the 21st century, humans have changed the world in unprecedented ways. Human impact on the environment has become one of the main topics for university staff all over the world. Overpopulation has grown into an epidemic since mortality rates have decreased, medicine has improved, and methods of industrial farming were introduced, thus keeping humans alive for much longer, increasing the total population. The effects of overpopulation are quite severe, with one of the most severe being the degradation of the environment. An increased population results in more clear cutting, resulting in severely damaged ecosystems. Pollution is everywhere. Humanity is continuously polluting indispensable resources like air, water, and soil, which requires millions of years to replenish. Every year, over 8 million tons of garbage dumped into the ocean. Not only is garbage introduced into the oceans, but also the excessive amounts of fertilizer that finds its way into the ocean through rains, floods, winds, or dumped in excess right into the largest producer of oxygen we have. With an exponential expansion in human beings, more food, materials, and shelter are being manufactured at stupendous rates, mostly stemming from forestry. Forests are cleared to make way for new humans, which in turn makes more humans. You can see the problem. According to international data, an estimated 18 million acres of trees are clear-cut each year to make way for new development and wood products. That is just under half of of all trees on the planet since the Industrial Revolution began. With trees being one of the largest producers of oxygen, clearly that it's not good a thing for humans, and especially not for the animals that call the forest home. With millions of different species that live in forests, deforestation is a major threat to the survival and a big conservation issue. It also increases the greenhouse gases within the atmosphere, which leads to further global warming. Such human activities need to stop if we wish to survive. It is imperative that we support the earth that we live on. But no matter what, the earth will live on. Human impacts the natural habitat in so many ways, and we need to be aware of our personal environment input. Whether we live with it or not solely depends on the decisions and actions we make next. Mother Nature is an unrelenting, unforgiving force, so it is probably best we treat her well, and maybe, just maybe, we can make up for the damage that has already been dealt. The best time to act was yesterday. The best we can do is today. But if we wait for tomorrow, it may just be too late. Society needs to help itself in order to survive. Your Honor and members of the jury, we know that Mr. Joshua Supnet is guilty of violating the law. We also know that he has been given the opportunity of redemption by being referred to youth court. I think that this youth court should give the defendant a chance to complete the program so that he or she may correct his or her inappropriate behavior. Your Honor, I recommend the following sentence of 4 years imprisonment and will have to clean the environment for 5 years. As stated under the Section 5 punishment of the Universal Decree 311 that the defendant violates, it is clearly said in the section of the Universal Decree 311, the statement, human and earth are one, they both need each other. If one will violate this decree, the violation will have to follow the consequence of 4 years imprisonment and 5 years community service to earth, as this could help to put everything back the way it used to, and this shall be imposed. To support our case, we will be calling the god from the world of Lithos.
State your name and your address.
My name is Lord Michelangelo, and I live in the boldest Mount Everest, world of Lithos.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Be seated.
Lord Michelangelo, please tell to this court what happened to your kingdom.
The humans have committed a very big mistake when they decided to cut down trees from our land for their own benefits, for their own purposes and choices, not to replace it. And not only that, we made a bad contract where it is stated that when they cut down a single tree from us, they would replace it, and we will be the one who take care of it. It was clearly stated in the contract that there is a give and take relationship between the two realms. It is stated also that they have a limited trees to cut down. It was also stated in the contract that they will still need to have a permission from us before they do so. But instead, they choose to illegalize it and abuse the freedom we've given to them. They sabotage us and use the forest as mining. That resulted some caves to collapse and the lack of our natural resources.
Are you sure that the human you're referring to is the same human in this court?
Yes, that's him!
The witness, Lord Michelangelo, has identified Joshua as the person in the question, Your Honor. What happened next?
I was very angry. The whole kingdom was on chaos. We decided to arrest him, but he escaped from my guards.
Do you find any evidence?
Yes, I can show you your pictures showing what bad deeds they've done.
Thank you. No further question, Your Honor.
Do you wish to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Lord Michelangelo, were you present when this so-called disturbance started?
No, I was on the castle.
What were you doing in the castle when there is a hunt-down of your guards to the prospects? In fact, I suggest that the humans had been set up. I'm sure that you have guards scattered around your land. How can they easily illegalize and break your contract?
I object, Your Honor.
Objection overruled. Witness, do you have something to say?
I deny that.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
You may sit down. You may call your next witness.
We call the goddess of the land of the vast horizon, Atmo.
State your name and your address.
I am Queen Sky. I live beyond our planet, the world of horizons.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please be seated.
Queen Sky, please tell to this court what happened in your kingdom.
Humans have dirtied my kingdom. Because of their huge advancement toward technology and development, it led to air pollution and contaminants being released into our kingdom. Their doings have caused a huge epidemic to my citizens. The compounds released by fossil fuel combustion often create ozone molecules at their ground level. This poses a threat to my citizens with breathing difficulties and can damage the lungs with long-term exposure. The humans don't have mercy, and they still continue to destroy. I've tried talking to one of them, but they refuse to listen and choose their development.
So are you saying that you're against with their idea?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with their idea, but at least they have to be considerate and choose a way where no kingdoms are being destroyed. They should know their limitations.
Does it stopping them from polluting the air? Can the earth still be in a good shape?
That's our biggest problem as of now. In my castle, we are on red warning. We have thought that even if humans stop the things that may harm us, it will take a long time to fully replenish the Earth's atmosphere. In the same way, the Earth's ecosystem reabsorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere very slowly, which means that even stabilizing carbon dioxide output levels may not be enough to prevent major atmospheric changes and can cause a threat to the planet for years.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Do you wish to cross-examine the witness?
I refuse to Your Honor.
You may sit down. You may call your third witness.
We will be calling the god from the world of Hydro.
State your name and your address.
I am Lord Paul Aidam, and I live in depths of Orca, world of Hydro.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Be seated.
Lord Aidam, please tell to this court what happened to your kingdom.
Their modern activities have affected severely my kingdom and have been a big impact to our hydrologic cycle, not only to us, but also to humans. How cruel! We give them all the fishes that they want. We don't want any return from them, yet they still destroy my kingdom. How shame of you to still blame us for the lack of fishes. You're the one who caused the disturbance of their houses. We tried saving them day by day, and you're also destroying their houses time by time. I've been receiving a lot of complaints from other kingdoms of the Orca towards humanity. I give them permission also, but will undergo the supervision by me and my guards. At first, it was a fine transaction, but then they abused it. I sent off my guards to hunt down that human because he's the mastermind of the destruction of our property.
Are you sure that the human you are referring to is the same human that caused the disturbance of your kingdom?
I'm sure that's him.
The witness, Lord Paul Aidam, has identified Joshua as the person in the question. What happened next?
It was one of a hell chase, but in the end, they caught him. I gathered up all the kingdoms, and I found that these humans have also caused a ruckus to other realms. I locked him up, and waited the other lords and goddesses to gather at my place.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Do you wish to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Lord Paul Aidam, you have said that you gave them permission to fish. Basically, humans needed to catch fishes for them to survive.
Yes, I did.
Then why are you complaining for your disturbance when at first you gave them permission?
Yes, I did, but they should
You've
have.
also said that you're constructing the house of the fishes day by day, yet you didn't stop them from doing so. In fact, you made them set up the humans to look bad. You knew that you would decrease the rate of fishes, yet you gave them permission too. They're doing it a long time, but why is that you've only make a move now? You also caused the humans a distraction wherein your tectonics move as per as you ordered and caused a tsunami that killed thousands of people. So, is he the cruel one? Or you, who killed thousands of people?
With all due respect, Your Honor, but I object.
Objection overruled. Witness, do you have something to say?
I deny that.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down. You may call your last witness.
May we call on Queen Ariya?
State your name and your address.
My name is Queen Ariya from the world of Land Meadow.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, I do.
You may be seated.
Queen Ariya, please tell to the court what happened to your kingdom.
We constantly hear about how humans are causing planet-wide harm and devastation. There is a rampant deforestation and habitat destruction, record levels of smog and air pollution, petition put forth to rip funding away from the sciences and from education. There are wars, famine, plagues, and a host of other tragedies that, although not always intentionally caused by humans, can be linked to issues like overpopulation, bigotry, and sheer ignorance. They destroy species, they destroy habitats, they destroy ecosystem. They have caused mass extinction events. They can do many terrible things, and they are. These hazards occur naturally. Most are caused by human beings and their economic and cultural activities. The most pervasive of these threats is habitat loss and degradation. That is, the large-scale conversion of land in previously undisturbed areas driven by the growing demand for commercial agriculture, logging, and infrastructural development. Because the rates of loss are highest in some of the most biologically diverse regions on Earth, a perpetual battle is waged to manage destructive activities there while limiting the impact that such restricting may have on the well-being of local communities. So far, incidental mortality from ecological disturbance, temporary or limited human species. However, this phenomena can be serious for some susceptible groups. In addition, global warming has emerged as a widespread threat, and much research is being conducted to identify its potential effect on specific species, populations, and ecosystems. Another example of a widely publicized wildlife controversy involves the relatively recent declines in amphibians population. Known to be important global indicators of environment health, amphibians have salamanders, frogs, toads, and caecilians, worm-like amphibians, being particularly sensitive to environmental changes, are severely threatened by habitat destruction, pollution, the spread of a disease called amphibian cytridomycosis, and climate change.
Are you sure that the human you're referring to is the same human in this court?
I'm sure that's him.
The witness, Queen Ariya, has identified Joshua as the person in the question. No further questions, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to cross-examine?
I refuse to, Your Honor.
Rest our case, Your Honor.
This hearing is adjourned. Will the defendant please come over for sentencing?
cut down trees for many reasons and advantages. We're just doing those things for industrial purposes and for the benefit of human being to sustain life and survive. Even though we cut trees, we still replace them by new ones. Related to what Atmo is accusing me, we build factories for advancement. Connecting to Hydro, people practice dynamic fishing to expedite their work and catch more fishes. Lastly, despite of those extinction you say, I believe there's no one to blame. Those species chose to migrate. It's not our fault that they cannot cope up with those changes. An advancement that's happening in our world and generation today. But in the first place, you are the one who destroying nature and human beings.
No! Don't put the blame on us!
It's your fault! It's your fault! No way! You're a liar!
Order in the court!
We are so sorry for the disorderliness of this court, Your Honor. Again, mea culpa.
The court having heard the evidence, do not hold any single person responsible for your sentence, and do not cause any problems for those involved in your case today, or you will find yourself in more trouble. Also, remember, because you were here today, and that time, you will want the defendant to respect your decision. On behalf of everyone here today, I wish you luck. I am confident that you will complete your community and fulfill the special conditions imposed upon you. And this time, you and your guardians may report to the youth court director, where your sentence will be more specifically explained to you. Attorneys and court personnel, thank you for the respect that you have given the defendant and the law. However, as you live here today, remember you have a duty to uphold the oath of confidentiality concerning these proceedings.
Being there no further business, Youth Court finds humanity guilty. I hereby declare hearing adjourned.
I will come back for the sake of humanity.